How would you handle unethical behavior?
Depending on the situation, I would want to engage in dialogue with the other person. If that doesn't work out, I would report that behavior to my superior, in private of course, provided I have all the evidence that it really happened, in order to avoid making baseless accusations.
Describe a time when you had to deal with unethical behavior.
There was a time when one of my colleagues were kind of misusing company time. So every time they were not around, I was required to cover them. Not that I am against doing that, but sometimes, some situations just get out of hand, and you are compelled to talk about issues. So we had to sit down and talk. They aired out their views, and so did I, and it turned out that the misunderstanding was as a result of miscommunication between the two of us, which we resolved, and emphasized on how important communication was going forward.
What would you do if you saw your coworker stealing money from the cash drawer?
I think that's a very sensitive matter, and a difficult one to handle, because in the first place, everyone would want to protect the relationship they share with their colleagues. However, every company has rules and regulations everyone has to adhere to. And so, if these rules are violated, I think necessary action has to be taken. So, I would report that behavior to my superior, in private of course, provided I have all the evidence that it really happened, in order to avoid making baseless accusations.
Why is it important not to tolerate unethical behavior at work?
I think every company has rules and regulations in place for a reason. So if these rules are violated, I think that could have a negative impact on the overall operations of the company eventually.